everybody, it's Crazy Fangirl Shime. Hope you guys are having an amazing day, and today we are starting The Last of Us Season 2. Now, very excited for this show. It's been a while since we got Season 1, and finally, the next season has arrived. Now, if you're a fan of the video game, you would know that this is basically leading off of The Last of Us Part 2. And again, if you are a fan of the video game, if you're not, then good. But I remember when The Last of Us Part 2 was coming out, it was around this, 2020, I'm pretty sure, during the pandemic, and everybody was waiting for this game. Obviously, with the success of the first one, we were very excited for the sequel, and unfortunately, there was a lot of, controversy around that game. Mainly because there was, unfortunately, a big leak of the game, just prior to months before the release. So it was a mixed bag of reactions to everybody. Unfortunately, it was spoiled for a lot of us, including myself, because people just love to ruin things. People would just be posting them on your Twitter page just for no reason. If they found out that you liked video games or even just had one inkling towards The Last of Us, they posted that spoiler, which was unfortunate. Now, I'm not going to go into the said spoilers, just because obviously if people are new to the show, I don't want to spoil that for you guys. But if you were there when the video game released, you understand what I'm talking about. But also there was, I think, a mixed bag of reactions to the actual game when it was released. For me personally, I think, not that it was a bad game, I think the pacing was just off completely. For me personally, this is actually something I'm going to revisit and probably do a rewritten review on it, because I am going to be launching my new website soon, but when it is, I'll probably be doing a review again, but we'll see in time. Anyway, we are here with the show. Episode 1 is here, and I'm so excited. Obviously, we are revisiting Pedro Pascal, Bella Ramsey, as well as the famous Joel and Ellie, so I'm very excited for that. And we have new characters entering the show, so it's going to be very exciting how this goes. And without further ado, let's just jump into this and watch this show. But before that, please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Without further ado, let's jump straight into this.
Swear to me that everything you said about the Fireflies is true.
Oh, okay, so we're starting literally exactly where we left off. Oh.
I swear.
Okay.
Damn. It's been so long, and yet the weight of this, moment is still huge. Oh, okay.
Why would he do this?
I heard rumors.
Oh.
About some kid he took that was supposedly...
That wasn't true.
Not until we find Joel. We're finding him. Yes, we are. Yes, we are!
Because here's what we got. He's a smuggler. His name's Joel or Joe. There's some confusion about that.
50s, graying, beard, 6 foot tall, scar on his right temple. Oh yeah, they say he's handsome. I forgot. With a 3-day jump on us. We should have gone right after him.
Trying to save the wounded.
But we didn't save anyone. Did we?
That's not fucking fair.
No. None of this is fucking fair.
Abby.
You'll help me find him.
Yes. I'll help you find him.
I'm just gonna tell you, the weight of this moment actually is quite heavy. Just already feel the tension. It's there. Very interesting the way that they're doing it now.
Slowly.
What?
We kill him slowly.
Oh, damn! I was gonna say as well, that actress as well was rumored to maybe play Ellie. And I know there's been criticism from everyone saying Bella Ramsey doesn't look like Ellie from the video game. That's not the point. It's about representing the character in their spirit. And not to say that this actress couldn't have done it. I honestly think she was a good fit for this particular character. Again, I'm not sure if the character's name has been introduced into the press, because I haven't watched any of the reactions, I haven't watched anything of the press stuff. So, I just don't want to ruin it for anybody. But still, I'm just going to say, I think the roles were chosen for a reason for each person, so 5 years later. Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Ellie!
Jesus. We'll talk about that later. Oh, Joel. Old man Joel.
Something go wrong out there?
The main lines are clay, all cracked to shit and full of roots.
She was in the new Alien movie, I think. She was very good.
Crickets. You gotta check if the wires are live, so how do you do that?
I licked them.
Bolted.
Can I ask a question?
Shoot.
Why is she angry at you?
Oh, so it's this point. Okay.
She said she was angry?
The
The thing is, I try. I know I'm a hard ass and maybe overprotective, and she's her. But, I mean, what did I do?
Joel.
I can't hold myself responsible for another person's emotional state.
Are you in fucking therapy? Holy shit,
Is he?
you seeing Gail?
I'm not in therapy, Jesus. Fine.
Hold on. Damn, that whoo already. Interesting. I am very intrigued by how they're doing this, because again, I think in a video game there's only so much things that you can do, or like there's only certain perspectives you want to show off in terms of the story and its thematics. But the fact that they're diving into this now, shit, damn, I didn't expect it. Yeah, very interesting. In terms of Joel saying that and not being sort of saying like it's not his fault for Ellie's emotional state. He's not entirely wrong, but also like saying like I didn't do anything wrong, like what did I do? Joel, I think it's so complicated because like as well as being apocalyptic world that hasn't happened, also the fact that just like we saw what happened at the end of last season. Joel took away a choice from Ellie in a way, but the fact that he's saying it's not my fault and that, you know, what did I do? It is that weight of that unknown that he hasn't told Ellie about. I mean, we don't know at this point. So, in terms of the time jump, because there's a couple of time jumps in the game too, so I'm trying to, like, see where they're at. It's a bit hard to, like, keep up with what's going on. So, yeah, we'll see if there's any more clarification in this episode in terms of where we are. But, that's huge. And it's interesting, because obviously, like, people make choices and they do sometimes stick by them, and I think Joel is sticking by the choice that he made, and it seems like things are tense between him and Ellie, whether that's just post what they talked about, which was like the okay promise, or it's something else. So we shall see in due time.
It'll be okay.
Aww.
It was two runners and a clicker who barely had teeth. I handled it. I'm an adult. He can't tell me what I can and can't do.
Yeah, well, he can tell me.
Adult at 19.
Look, I swear, you and my brother, same goddamn fucking person.
The same person, you know you're not winning then.
We've been using a ton of it to restore the new,
We need to build faster.
Faster? Sure, how much faster? See, we got this, dial. Called the constructometer.
Joel.
The more you turn it, the faster.
Supposed to leave them out there?
If our lifeboat is swamped, yeah, we leave them out there.
He's had to make hard decisions before.
If I could, I'd let them all in. And I'm working every damn day and night to make more space, you know that. But you gotta look after your own first, or you're no good to anyone.
He's right.
You hunting, or
Infected.
what, by yourself?
Uh-huh, yeah.
You were a refugee too.
Which she ain't wrong either on that one. But also, I guess he's sort of right. Like, if you can't, you have to, like, be careful in terms of how many you take in as you're building. But I guess that, you know, if I was also in her position, I would try to save as many people as well. It's difficult.
Herbal tea. But the tea's mostly thistles and dirt.
She's in this! What's her name? Is it... I can't remember her name! But she's from Home Alone! I didn't know this! Again, like, I haven't seen any of the trailers. I wanted to go in blind.
Like what?
Like not pretending you have the most boring problem in the world. Oh, 19-year-old daughter. She's acting toward me like every 19-year-old daughter has ever acted toward their dad. It's exhausting. Yes, you are, Joel. Yes, you are. I've done this long enough to know when somebody is leaving something out, and you are definitely leaving something out. And you want me to validate that? No. In fact, fuck no.
I love her. Make it
You
real.
can't heal something unless you're brave enough to say it out loud. I'm scared, though. You shot and killed my husband. Well, I've tried, and I can't. Because of how you did it. And looking at your face, sitting in our home, makes me so fucking angry. There it is. I've said it. What did you do?
I just want to stop for a second because fucking hell, Pedro Pascal. Again, I've said this before. He can act without saying a fucking word, and this is why he got that. Was it the SAG award, I think, or something for his role in the first season? I hope he gets nominated again. Oh.
I saved her.
Hi. Aren't you and Jesse?
No. Broke up. Yes, again. For now.
For now.
What is it with you two? Yeah, it looks like at least one of them made it back in.
Maybe needed a nap after chomping that poor thing.
Yeah.
Hey. What do you call Grizzly's ribs? Barbecue.
Har har har.
Did you just make... So you think Hungry Boy's still alive in there?
Fucking hope so.
Good. Oh.
Hi.
Oh, hi there. Here comes fun. Promise, we're just gonna listen quick, see if any are in there. Which is definitely recon.
2-1.
Guys, don't use your knives. Don't. So cocky. But that's teenagers for you. Especially like, I'm an adult. I mean, we all did that when we were younger. But still, I'm like, oh, like, it's cringe thinking about it now. Because we were not adults. Okay, I think he's dead, Ellie. I think he's dead. Jesus.
Oh my god, before we leave, you gotta check out the employee.
Jesus. I was scared something was gonna run at her.
I can find a stairway or something and figure out a path back up here. Just stay put.
Just like the game. Oh! Not a fan. I'm really scared. Ah! Stop it! Almost gives me the vibes of like a panther or something stalking its prey. All of us in the game, where there's just something like sitting there, just ugh. Oh no. No, 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 no. It's gonna like jump on her or some shit. Oh god, it's like The Exorcist. Oh, look at that design. Yuck. Ah, Jesus! It bit her again. Is she not super in pain? Damn. Oh god, she's... Nope, no. Is it done? Okay, she's done. But damn, she didn't even make a B at that.
You been playing much?
Enough, yeah.
Strings are shot.
Oh,
I'll put some new ones on for you.
well, you don't have to do that.
We'll get it back tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if this is like a certain event in the story. If people know what I'm talking about, people who played the game. Okay. It might be. Gustavo. That's the composer for the video game.
You guys will be back together in 2 weeks, tops.
Not gonna happen.
Why?
Ellie, hey, what took you so long?
Come on, let's go.
Hey, don't forget, you got early patrol, so get some rest.
Sir, yes, sir.
I think they should be terrified of you.
Oh.
Hey. It's a family event.
Sorry.
Yikes.
What did you just say?
Get the hell out of here. Are you okay?
What is wrong with you? I don't need your fucking help.
Oof. Nice. Awesome. Really good episode to start off the season, I think, because very much like putting us into perspective of what's going on now and telling us, or basically giving us the context of what this moment is now, how the characters will sort of move forward, what they're like, and I really enjoyed that a lot. It is very different from the game. The game started off very differently, so I don't know, seeing it start at a different point in the story actually was quite nice in a way and refreshing. And again, brought a different spin to it, so it'll be interesting to see how the rest of the season plays out in that way. Now let's talk about Ellie. First of all, since she was, well, I mean, they're all very much integral to the story, but like Ellie, like we're very much like in her world now. It's moved from the perspective of Joel's story more towards Ellie. And yeah, it's interesting because there's that conversation from last season in terms of Ellie's character, and like, I think it's in episode 1 where this happens, where she sees Joel, like, react and kill one of the guards. I don't know, and then that perspective of her fighting someone in the barn, and it took someone yelling at her to stop. Immediately, I was like, oof, it's that sort of thing where, I think the season runner, I can't remember, I think it's Craig? I can't remember his last name, but he said as well, like, she's sort of, like, addicted to violence, and also just like there's that kick for it. So like in that moment when she's fighting in the barn with that guy, like practicing almost like sparring, she is just in that moment, she can't get out. It's like almost like that ringing in the ears, and only for someone to yell at her, then she's like, oh shit, I was in the moment, I'm sorry. But imagine if no one was there. So it's like especially with shooting the infected, and also even the stalker, when she was like looking at it, and even like not looking at it, sorry, but like trying to like find it, and like got the gun out immediately and stuff like that. Very instinctual, but also it's just like she's not keen but more attuned to it. So it's like it's an interesting concept for her character, and it's going to be very much explored in the rest of the season, so it'll be exciting to see what happens in the next few episodes that we see sort of like feeds into that sort of like kick that she has. Now let's talk about Joel. We'll talk about Ellie more in a bit, but Joel is very much an older man. It's 5 years later, you know, he's starting to get the grey hairs more, the hair's grown out, and I will say Pedro's performance in this episode was really, really good. Again, he's been someone who's been faceless on screen before, and also just in a lot of his shows and movies, watching him is always a treat, just because he says so much on his face and in his eyes that he doesn't need to say a word to like sort of like tell you like the turmoil, sadness, or anger he might be going through. And that's why I'm so happy that, like, even now, like, he's getting the praise that he deserves. Because he's such a great actor. I've been watching him for so many years. And to see that people are, like, appreciating him for his acting skill is so nice. Getting back to the story. Yeah, Joel, just... He's a finicky character. Because I love Joel. But also it's just, like... Again, Last of Us, and there's so many other stories that do this, but, like, I love when characters are grey. Like, you love them, but also you don't like them. Like, same with Ellie, same with Joel. I'm like that. I'm like, there's some qualities I love about them, but there's qualities I don't like. Especially with Joel. You know, this choice that he made for Ellie last season in saving her and stopping her from doing the surgery, of course... It is, like, if I had a child in that perspective, if I had someone I cared about, I also would probably, like, think about it too. But to take that choice completely away from her and then say, oh, I don't know what I did wrong, I don't know, like, why she's treating me like this, like, I've been good to her, like, why isn't she, like, being kind to me and stuff? It's almost as if, like, he just wants... all this stuff in reciprocation for what he's done. And this is because I think of his trauma from losing Sarah. Such an interesting thing to pick at, because we didn't get time to do that in the game. And it would have been nice if we did, but just to see that unfold in the episode, I was like, whoa, like, Joel, like, really? Like, and then him saying, like, I can't control her emotions, I can't control the way she feels. He's correct, but also... he needs to understand that there is going to be consequences for his actions. And I can't remember if this is in the game, someone can remind me about this, but him killing Eugene. I know that Eugene was, like, not a key part to the story, but there was a part that he was in it. And I didn't realize Joel killed him, so I'm not sure if they changed that for the show. Someone can tell me if I'm wrong. I will say the introduction of Gail was really, really cool, because, again, I didn't know it was her. What's her name? I need to find her. Is it Catherine O'Hara? Yep. That's her name. I love her so much. She's such a great actress. So to see that she's in the show as a therapist is so cool. And she's just, yeah, there's so much, like, deliciousness from every performance she does. I'm just like, yes, she's so cool. But seeing how she was, like, I guess, accepting or validating Joel's feelings to being like, no, the truth being said out loud will heal you. Quoted words that I'm saying probably wrong. And she says it. She's like, I actually do... not like you because you killed Eugene and I've lost my husband. I am angry at you. Every time I see you, I'm angry at you. And sort of it is true that when you speak something aloud, it heals a part of you instead of like keeping it all bottled up. It's so true. And so that's why she did it, because she's trying to get Joel to do the same thing, because she knows that he's lying. Like, it's clear. Well, obviously we get context, but still, for her, she doesn't know the truth, and still she can tell. She's like, you're holding something back. Like, what did you do? Like, that's why she was asking, did you do something to her? Did you hurt her? And all those big, important questions. And so to see Joel was just so close as well, because again, with Joel, he did this in season 1, and he's doing it again because I think it's just, again, trauma, and he's not comfortable with doing it in terms of opening up. So we see him, he's like, he literally looks like he's on the verge of just exploding into, like, sobs and crying, but then he quickly, like, steels himself and stops, and he's like, nope, I saved her, that's it. And then especially, like, it was interesting him comparing Ellie to Dina, because Dina comes in and it's very sweet to Joel. She's like, how are you? Like, what's going on? Like, asking about, like, what he's working on and asking to show. That's almost like a daughter would do it. Like, oh, like, what are you doing, Dad? Like, can you show me what you're doing? I want to learn. But then, obviously, Ellie doesn't do that, and there is a reason why. But also just very different. Like, people are very different. So I think he's just expecting what Sarah did for Ellie to do sort of the same thing. So it's very much like he wants that still. He wants that sort of love as a father to receive that from a daughter, but he's not getting it, so he feels like unfulfilled. But we'll see more of it unfurl in the story. I loved, again, Dina and Ellie's chemistry, like Bella, and I'm not sure what that actress's name is, but their chemistry was really good. Like, even just as friends, again, like, seeing them talk back to, like, the captain and then, like, also go into that place on their own, there's such a, like, attitude to it. I'm like, oh, guys, come on, just stop being troublemakers. Maybe that's the adult in me. But then seeing the way that they were, like, talking to each other silently, like, you know, like giving each other gestures and stuff, it was like, I don't know, I love that sort of stuff. And then we also got it's a little detail for the video game people, but even just as an audience member, you will start to realize how important it is later, the journal that Ellie is keeping. It is so key to the story, so keep an eye out on that. And then obviously we had the big dance party. Now in the game, it literally like looks almost like a replication of the game. It's so beautiful. And I don't know, like obviously the game is beautiful, but seeing it in like a real life sort of setting, like setup of the lights, the dancing, the vibe was just so nice. And it was so intimate, especially the moment between Ellie and Dina. Not to say the game wasn't, but I don't know, there's something about getting really close up on the face, the focus, like it was just so tender and sweet, and just this beautiful moment, I think. And yeah, they did that really, really well. And obviously we got Seth being a douchebag. That was also in the game, obviously, but it's an interesting thing about Ellie and Joel is that they're both reactive. So the way that they react is very much like emotion and just full, like just in the moment, and very much because they care about the people that they love. He is very reactive in that moment. He's like, get the hell out, you know, like pushes that guy over. And then Ellie's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And it's like, like, you know, but again, both of them very reactive. But even in the game, that moment still broke my heart. It's just, he's trying, it's just, it's a tough situation, you know? Also, we have to talk about one character who appeared at the beginning and the very end of the episode. And that is, I mean, I'm not sure if her name was said throughout the episode, but I will just say it. Her name is Abby. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. I will say this, one thing that I think I have a problem with, and I think they maybe changed this because of the backlash in 2020. In the video game, I'll put a photo up of her. Abby is this muscular, strong woman, and yeah, she, in those 5 years after what happened, like, there were events, you'll see it later, but she built her body into a machine. And I'll go into it further in the season if we get to a point where I'm able to talk about it, but she was built like a brick house. And obviously, and we're in a world where, I don't know why, women's bodies are objected to so much criticism, even though we all come in different shapes and sizes, colors, whatever. And it just makes me so mad that this happened, and the voice actress got attacked for it, the people who developed the game got attacked for this, but they made this woman look strong. Saying horrible things, I don't want to even talk about it, because honestly, that time was such a nightmare for video gamers, and it still is when people talk about The Last of Us Part 2. Just, there was a reason why she did that. She made her body into a killing machine. There was a reason for it, and it was powerful, and it was such a strong image from what can happen from trauma. However, because of maybe that criticism and what happened, they didn't do that in this particular show, which I am sort of sad about. Like, who knows, maybe she is still a killing machine, which is fine, but again, her body was such a machine and was so strong, and, you know, like, she did that for a reason, and yet they took that away, which I felt like sort of takes away from the story a little bit. Maybe not, it won't, but that was just my instinct when I first saw a photo of, what was her name? I think it's Caitlin. Yeah, Caitlin Dever. She's a great actress, but I was thinking, like, are they going to actually, like, get her to, like, muscle up and, like, build up her body mass just for the show? But they didn't, so I was like, I guess we'll see. So she's a great actress, so that's why I was like, that's fine. It's just more like representing the character. We'll see, I guess. That first part of the episode already, there's that, really great character portrayal. We don't know all the details, like, especially for people who don't know the story, but just, it was beautifully done, and she portrayed Abby so well, so quickly. Anyway, I am very excited for the next couple of episodes. It's going to be interesting. I'm not sure how many episodes it is this season. Maybe it's 8? I can't remember how many it was last season. But anyway, however many episodes there are, I'm super excited. Guys, if you like this video, please remember to give it a like and subscribe for more episodes. All reactions will be releasing on Monday. I'm pretty sure they're going to continue being released on Monday, so we should be okay. Your thoughts down below. What did you think of the first episode? Again, very much an episode setting the tone, setting the season up for what's going to come. That's it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace, Fangirl out.